Hi again guys, so we've got another GranTurismo 6 tune setup for you today, and this time it's actually for one of my personal favourite cars on GT6, the Peugeot RCZ. May seem an odd choice, but I just really like the car really. I think it looks great, it's pretty quick for a front wheel drive car, and it's surprisingly overlooked considering it's one of the relatively new cars to the GT series. So we've got racing soft tyres as usual. For suspension we've got the ride height on 75 I should say, front and rear. Springs have increased to 550 and 325. Dampers and anti-roll to 4. Camber on 2.5. Neutral toe as always. For the gearbox we've got an auto setting of 242 as you can see. I haven't adjusted any of the individual gears on this one. And we've got a final drive of 4.3. For the diff, you definitely want low initial torque because obviously it's front wheel drive, it's got a lot of power and it is prone to wheel spin and torque steer. You also want high acceleration and low braking sensitivity, all the power upgrades, and although I haven't fitted it, I would always recommend NOS. I have fitted the custom little lip wing on the back of this car and also the custom chin splitter. You don't have to do that. The rear wing doesn't really make much of a difference as long as you've got the downforce set low, and obviously you want weight loss. Traction control is turned off as always. And yeah, so like I said, one of my personal favourite cars on GT6. It's, in my opinion, such a great looking car. I mean, built arguably to rival the Audi TT, but in my opinion, a way better looking car than the Audi TT. The front end, initially I thought, it looks pretty much like every other Peugeot ever made, but at least with this car it actually does suit the look of the car, and I love that double bubble roof and with the chrome side pillars. Just a great looking car in my opinion. Love the interior as well. I love the light coloured interior. Everybody just goes for black interiors and it just looks so boring. It looks like an office, whereas this car, it's different and I like that. As far as performance, like I said, it is quick for a front driver with a modest-ish amount of power, around 460 horsepower, just over. It has a cruising speed with this setup of 225, which, like I said, pretty decent for a front driver. It is flashing on the red. It's not actually on the red line, but it's close to it at that speed. So obviously if you need it to go faster with draft, you will want to extend that final drive by, say, I don't know, 0.2 or 0.300 to increase that draft potential. Because with this exact setup, I'm not sure what the actual red line is. I think it's about 7,500. So you probably only get maybe 235 to 240-ish out of it with draft, which isn't bad, but it's obviously not as good as, or not as high as it could be if you extend it a little bit more. If you extend it by, like I say, about 2 or 3, or 0.2 or 300 on the final drive, should get it up to 250, maybe even 260 in draft pretty easily. But you do lose some cruising speed. So yeah, it's not going to set any records, but really nice car in my opinion, and one of the quicker front wheel drive cars in the game. So yeah, if you haven't bought one, I would highly recommend trying it out. And yeah, so I hope you find this tune setup helpful. If you did, feel free to subscribe, put out new tunes every day. And as always, thanks for watching.